We started the praise and worship, not even 5 minutes into it. All of a sudden, we heard someone screaming. Sudden, we saw this stranger, walking in. And my brother, my younger brother, he was there, and he went to ask him what's wrong. He all of a sudden started punching him in the face.
When they're attacking my husband and my mother-in-law, I was there. I was trying to stop them, but they pushed me hard.
They were shouting and saying that stop this church and we don't want to hear all this nuisance.
The attacks on Christians in India are definitely increasing in certain states and pockets. Physical violence, destruction of churches, false cases and arrests. It continues mainly because government is not acting on the perpetrators who launch attacks against Christians. The groups that are behind the attacks on Christians are the right-wing Hindu groups, the RSS, the Rashtriya Sevak Sangh, and the Vishwa Hindu Parishad, which is the VHP. They would say that this is sporadic. It is not sporadic. It is coordinated. They know what they're doing. They would like the Christian church to stop being the Christian church and not carry on the command of Jesus to love their neighbor as themselves and not take the good news of Jesus' love to those people.
We were holding a prayer meeting when a group of 60 to 70 people burst into the house. They tried to attack the pastor. We tried to stop them, but they did not listen to us. Then they tried to set fire to the pastor's car. We were only 4 of us and we did not know what to do. It was a very terrible situation. Some of us are very frightened.
The right-wing Hindu movement actually have a long-term agenda and they are very open and blatant about it. They want a Hindu India, and that's their philosophy for 75 years, and that's how they've been working. By portraying Christians as being unpatriotic and engaging in conversion and anti-national activities, they whip up nationalism and extreme patriotism, which then in due time results in violence. The rise in the communal violence is mainly because these groups solidify not on a positive agenda of democratic rights or positive good to the society. They are solidifying in a hate campaign primarily directed at Christians and Muslims. The All India Christian Council is a nationwide alliance of churches, Christian denominations, independent churches, pastors, leaders, who came together over a decade ago to serve and protect the interests of the Christian community. Our job is to advocate freedom of religion for the Christians.
I was preaching to a group of Christians Suddenly, 20 Hindu activists came inside the house, grabbed my Bible, threw it off, and they start beat me. They punched me with their hands and kicked me from the back, and I was very badly beaten up. The police charged me with blasphemy against Hinduism and was detained for 2 nights until the All India Christian Council helped me and I was released from jail.
కాల్ చేసి భయంతో వెళ్ళిపోయారు.
Right now, specifically, we'd like you to pray for the anti-conversion bill that was passed in Gujarat a couple of years ago. We are formulating a response to challenge it in those high court in Gujarat and then eventually take it to Supreme Court. So pray for all the help that's needed, financial and otherwise, to make this case successful, because it on that successful case will hinge religious freedom issues in many of the courts in India. So this is a big prayer request, and the AICC in Gujarat is leading it. The second prayer request is pray for all of the legal advocacy cases that we are dealing with. And thirdly, we're getting constantly requests for physical help where people lose everything and their livelihood and their church, help in court cases and all. So we would like you to pray that the church around the world would respond to this need.